had to get up. I had to do this live. This light's in my face. Hold on. I had to do this live real quick, real quick, real quick. I don't know who's up. It don't matter who's up, because y'all will catch this later. I could not sleep. I was looking at the reviews of the Young Thug trial. And, excuse me tonight, y'all. Ooh, this is the only light I have. I had to turn it like that. There, that's better. Listen, I know the defense is not going to go for this. This is just another strategy of Fani Willis. I'm going to make this short and sweet and simple. Another strategy. They're trying to provoke a mistrial. Miss Hilton is the worst actress, and the judge is blonde, and she blonder than me, and I'm red now, and I used to be blonde. She's blonder than me to really believe. Oh, you should have seen Miss Hilton's face. She had no idea that this person was going to say this. Even the little guy is not a good actor. Oh, let me ask the question. Was I not supposed to say that? Really? Seriously? Did they threaten you and tell you to make sure you act along with it? Did they tell y'all it's never happened before, people going in and out the courtroom, so that people that are told to leave the courtroom while they deliberate, does that ever happen where the judge has to say, shut the door? Come on. Is this like, am I just crazy? Or are y'all just blind? I mean, this is utterly, totally ridiculous to me. All of this is done on purpose. That paper was put in front of that young man on purpose. She literally had him read word from way back from the beginning, so to look perfect to somebody dumb. And then get to that point where he reads something that's not supposed to be read and calmly say, oh, I didn't know I was supposed to read the screen. Before he said that, he said, this is what y'all got on the paper that I'm reading. What made him just all of a sudden say that? Is he getting an Academy Award too? Come on now. Y'all can't be that slow. Y'all can't be utterly, utterly blind as me. And I'm red now. So I ain't going for it. I ain't going for it. I know Sharp and Steele are not going for it. The other two lawyers, they're tired of going to work every day. So yeah, they want a mistrial. But does a mistrial mean that Young Thug and all the co-defendants are going to get out of jail? No. So this is like the revenge of Fani and DA Love, and they really think it's going to work. But let me tell you something. There's a bigger power. There's a higher power than them at work in this case. And they haven't realized it yet. Just like Diddy hadn't realized it yet. There's a power that's bigger than them that's at work here. And if it wasn't, Glanville wouldn't be recused. If it wasn't, the other judge that was going to take the case wouldn't have just said, no, I withdraw from the case. Judge Whitaker is fighting to keep this case going because she knows that there is a greater work that has to be done in this case. And she literally warned the defense, you don't want this mistrial. If you get this mistrial, do you want it with prejudice or without? And these two lazy lawyers, I won't say, I don't want to call them lazy lawyers, but Quay's lawyer with the gray beard, lazy. Yeah, I said it, lazy. Yeah, he wants a mistrial so he can go home, so he can get up to his sweet young thing in the morning and he ain't got to go to work. The young lady in the back, hardly ever hear from her. Mistrial. Yeah, I want a mistrial. I don't care what kind of mistrial I get. I want that kind of mistrial. Stupid, utterly ridiculous, utterly ludicrous. Oh, I wish I hadn't woke up at 11 o'clock after I'm trying to go to sleep. And looking at this foolishness, they don't even realize it's not going to work. Fani Willis already has Wade going across country doing interviews and has just testified in front of Jim Jordan and the Senate committee. And she still thinks that she can be a puppet over this case. DA Love is sitting there all quiet and smug, and she already knows what's going on. And here it is. Miss Hilton's trying to act like she didn't have them reading that stuff on purpose. Starting from the beginning. Yeah, Slime Life Shorty. Yeah, Shouty, whatever you want to call your name. Snitching Slime Life Shouty. I know y'all ain't seen me like this tonight, but I'm pissed. I'm really pissed off that they think the public and they think the defense is that stupid. They better watch it. They better watch it. They better not let this case go to mistrial because they're going to keep them brothers locked up. They're not going to give them bail. They're going to keep holding them without bail. They'll use for an excuse all of these other unalivings that have happened with Threat and with Rich Homie Quan. They're going to use that as an excuse, and these brothers are going to be in trial way past the Diddy trial. So I am saying this. I'm praying tonight that they will not let them do this. They will not let them do this. And I believe that Judge Whitaker is trying to show them, take it on through, write it on out. Judge Whitaker is trying to save this trial because we all know is coming next. And so they're not going to have another trial if there's a mistrial, and they're not going to get any bail. They're not giving Diddy bail. Oh, this is just another way, another trick up Fani Willis' sleeve. Her and DA Love, they probably sit around roasting marshmallows and eating popcorn and don't have nobody to go home to because definitely Wade is gone. So let me just show you guys this real quick. Let me see if I can turn this. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry I muted it. Thank you. Now she's going to have him read this. This is where it comes in at, y'all.
Who is in 37 NN? OG Boo. OG Boo. And who is that? Shannon. All right. And can you read for the jury the caption?
Here's the setup.
Caption. Yes. I said, ain't nothing more compatible than a trench. A carbon while in the trenches. And then is there a hashtag? Hashtag no slime left behind. Hashtag 2Bs life size. And is there another hashtag? Free Quay.
See, she knew that was coming.
Is there another hashtag on the screen?
There's a space right there that he was not supposed to read. Right here. On the bottom. Okay. He was not supposed to read that blank spot.
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at this paper.
See, he's acting. How do you know they're talking about you weren't supposed to say that? You were supposed to look at the screen. She hadn't even said nothing. He already acted like he was guilty. This is all planned. She knew that. He knew what he was supposed to say. I'm going to rewind it. You just tell me. Here we go.
I said, ain't nothing more compatible.
I have to stop the closed caption, guys. So you can see the spot.
Hashtag no slime left behind. Hashtag 2Bs life size.
See how she goes, mm-hmm.
Read another hashtag.
Read another hashtag.
Is there another hashtag on the screen? Oh, no. Your Honor. It's in this paper. Your Honor. Got me reading. Your Honor, I have to make a motion. All right, I'm gonna...
And see, you know what?
I'm looking at this paper.
That's fine, don't worry about it. Can I ask you to step outside for just a minute?
Now see, now that sounds like a setup to me. It actually almost sounds like that lawyer knew she was going to do that as well. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past him because she interrupted. She hesitated, waited for the interruption. He put his 2 cents in. I'm going to rewind that again. I want y'all to get this and tell me if you think that too. I think that was done on purpose. Everybody played their part. And I'm going to point at it now. See right here on the screen? Right here.
Is in 37.
There's a blank spot that's not supposed to be. That's the screen we're looking at. He's looking at a paper that has words right there. So he reads the words.
Read his caption. Yes.
And he's not supposed to read those words. But it's on the paper in front of him.
In the trench. A carbon while in the trenches. And then is there a hashtag? Hashtag no slime left behind. Hashtag 2Bs life size. And is there another hashtag? Free Quay. Is there another hashtag on the screen? Oh, no.
Your Honor.
It's in this paper.
Your Honor.
Got me reading.
Your Honor, I have to make a motion. All right, I'm gonna excuse...
I wasn't looking at the screen. I was looking at this paper.
That's fine, don't worry about it. Can I ask you to step outside for just a minute? And jury...
All right,
There it is. There it is, guys. Hold on. She's going to make her motions. This is going to go through. Hold on. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See, now they're leaving the courtroom.
Mr. Lee, can you step outside for a minute for me, please? Thank you.
Your Honor, we're making a motion for mistrial on behalf of Mr. Nichols. We're not going to be able to unring this bell, Your Honor. This is the exact same issue that while we were at the bench, I brought it up. It was Exhibit 37 and that the hashtag, there was a hashtag on that exhibit that said Free Quay, which would definitely indicate to the jury that Quay, has spent time in jail or in prison. The state agreed. We stipulated that they would redact it, and then the state presented, I guess, to the witness the unredacted version, didn't prep him to not comment on it, and he did. And Your Honor, before we had the opportunity for you to preside over us, this happened already again. And I made a motion for mistrial. Now it's happened again. So now the jury has repeatedly heard about Mr. Nichols being in jail, being in prison, and you cannot unring that bell. We would ask for a mistrial.
Your Honor, Carter Matthews for Mr. Whitney, we join in that motion for mistrial. And what's important for this court to know is that 45 minutes ago, there had been a reference to a person being in jail. Now, this witness has identified Marquavius Huey, and has also identified Marquavius Nichols. So all the state had to do was ask this honorable court for an opportunity to have this witness maybe step out of the courtroom and go over with that witness that, we don't need to say anything about someone in jail, what have you. That did not happen before he went on the stand, nor after that first slip up by this witness. There may have even been a document right there on the witness stand that should have been pulled from the state.
There was a document on the witness stand. Come on, Graybeard.
So, we are joining in that motion as well.
Oh, hang on. It's all right. You just didn't know, but we'll let you know when to come back in, okay?
So we join in that motion, Your Honor.
Your Honor, and I just want to briefly add that it is painfully obvious that the state is not prepping their witnesses. You can tell by the way when the witness spoke the first time and he said, oops, am I not supposed to say that? Like, oh, I had no idea, which makes it obvious that the state had not spoke to him, had not prepped him, and this has happened repeatedly. It's happening over and over again, Your Honor, and we're just not.
What she fails to realize is that that's part of his acting as well. I don't buy it. I think he knew to say, oops, was I not supposed to say that?
We're going to be able to unring 100 bells.
And finally, Your Honor, Mr. Marquavius Huey, we all have, it's been established that that his nickname is Quay.
Okay, isn't there going to be, we talked today about, isn't there going to be a stipulation that the document that you handed him instead of reading from the screen?
We should have instructed him to read from the screen, but
Or you should have presented him with a document that had that part redacted. It's just sloppy.
the issue came while he was on the stand, Your Honor. So the issue did not come prior to. Ms. Westmoreland walked up to me while he was on the stand and said, I'm going to have an issue with that. Can you redact it? That is when the state became aware.
It should have occurred to you, you know what, I'm handing him a hard copy of this document that is unredacted.
But not not if there's multiple Quays, Your Honor. I don't know which Quay that
Hang on, can we stop having people come in and out when I've asked the witness to step out and every time the door opens, they can hear what we're talking about? Please, just for a few seconds.
This is a crazy
I'm
trial.
not asking anybody who's in here to leave. Huh?
The state is in charge of the witness, and they're supposed to be guiding the witness to the room.
And so that is the point in which we learned of it, is we redacted it on here. Ms. Westmoreland brought it up here.
Yeah,
And
when
when
I
I had
didn't read that, I mean, so
But
the
I
jury
said-
didn't see it, but now the jury has heard it. I don't think it is really that, much of a crisis, because there is gonna be this stipulation that Quay is not always either of these defendants, so nor is it obvious to everybody that free whomever is such a quote about who knows, everything these days. And so it doesn't necessarily indicate that whomever Quay spent time in jail or in custody or in prison or anything. I mean, they say it about, Hollywood stars who are in a breakup. It's not so obviously, oh, this must mean this person was in prison. But also, we were already saying Quay isn't either of these people. So let's just, and whether this was one of these people or I don't even know who it did refer to.
And we don't know because it's not his post. He was reading someone else's post, so it could be a multitude
Okay.
of Quays.
You talked to his attorney
Yes.
earlier, right?
Yes.
And did you get any kind of an indication? I don't know if this
It
was
wasn't
one of
an
the
issue
things you
earlier.
were gonna, but it's an issue now. And you said before lunch that you were gonna ask Mr. Rubin.
Yes, we did ask.
Do you know at this point whether the free Quay referenced, this wasn't even his post, was it?
It wasn't, and it wasn't an issue until so when I talked to Mr. Rubin at lunchtime, this wasn't something I was going to address with him because it wasn't I did not realize it was an issue. Mr. Rubin found out for me that Slack Quay is not either of these two Quays.
Okay, but this isn't Slack Quay, this is just Quay.
Right.
I know. So why doesn't everybody, well, they don't know how it's spelled, they only heard it. Why doesn't everybody just enter into some sort of a stipulation that the free Quay or the reference to Quay just now isn't either of these people?
I don't know if it is, so it wasn't.
Whether it, okay, so,
Your Honor, the state can enter stipulation that we weren't referencing any. We as the state of Georgia.
okay, that is not a reference to, if you would prefer that.
I don't know what the poster is referencing. 'Cause
I don't honestly really care what the poster was referencing. What I'm trying to do is fix your sloppiness. So that everybody won't have wasted, 10, 12 months of their lives in this trial.
Yeah, we can come over.
Okay, do it now. Y'all work on that. I'm gonna take 5 minutes.
I don't care what nobody says. This is Fani Willis and DA Loves Revenge. And if you agree with me, put a like, subscribe to this channel. We'll talk about it again tomorrow. But listen to this. This is about the mistrial with prejudice or without prejudice. They're going to renew their mistrial
Before you say
motion.
we have a stipulation. F, Judge, once you rule on our mistrial,
Right.
on my motion for mistrial.
Okay, so are you asking, what kind of a mistrial are you asking for?
Your Honor, I believe that we were goaded into the mistrial.
Okay, well, I do not believe that, because if you had seen Ms. Hilton's face when that came out of the witness's mouth, she was appalled, and I do not believe that they are purposefully trying to insert error into this trial to make
Yes,
y'all
they
understand
are.
this trial so that they can try this case again. I think it is continued, and I am sorry, y'all have this gigantic, ginormous universe of evidence that maybe if you narrowed down, you would not be making these kinds of mistakes. But I believe that to be a mistake.
Your Honor,
So I'm going to deny a motion for a mistrial with prejudice. That one, I don't believe that the facts bear out. Would you like a mistrial without prejudice?
yes.
You would? Who else would? That means, of course, that the state would be free to try every one of y'all again.
Judge, just a moment.
Sure.
I read something that says the judge doesn't have any concern with anybody live. I don't know if they mean the lawyer or the judge, but the judge is trying to spare them of this. The lawyers, I think, want to go home, if you ask me. So tune in tomorrow. We'll talk about this again. That's all I have for y'all tonight, okay? I've had enough. You guys can go on to Paralegal Institute. Shout out to his channel. And check out the entire thing, okay? All right. Take care. Talk to you later. Bye.